check. Can everybody hear me okay? Shut up. That's fantastic. Thank you, Francis. That's great for letting me know that. So let's just get the sound up. London, good evening. London calling. Hey, Matthew. Let's see, we've got Sandy. Is Sandy here? Francis. Probably. Oh, yeah, Sandy. Lady Sugar Plum. Hey, Sandy. Hey, Matthew. Right, just give it a few more seconds before we start. Just wait a few more seconds, then we'll get started. Hi, Sandy. There you are. Lady Sugar Plum. What a lovely name. That's great. I'm not sure. I think Troy's busy. He's been a busy boy today, Troy has. Everybody's working so hard. Right, well look, I'd like to get started, and I'm sure a few more people joining the chat as we get started this evening. Did you enjoy your birthday, as they Steve? Steve's been having a good day. Right, okay, for those of you that haven't met me before, my name is Paul Smith. I'm one of the co-founders and co-directors of a wonderful company that we call TAN. TAN stands for the Advertising Net. And a lot of people ask me, well, why TAN? It sounds like a sort of company that gives you a spray tan. Well, it's exactly what it's not. It's a very well-established company that's based here in the UK. And it all came about basically because of a situation that I found myself in, and my two co-partners, David and Jim, were looking for somebody to align themselves with, who've got some sort of background and some knowledge of the industry, and my background is extensive, over 23 years in full-time networking, and I'm not shy to be in front of a camera, and also not shy to be in front of a room of people. I've spoken in front of 10,000 people before now, and that's pretty nerve-wracking, but once you get out there and you realise that everybody's just like you, then it's really, really easy. But for those of you that are here tonight, and it's good to see Anneliek. I see you're here from Holland. Where's Anneliek? God, she was there a minute ago. And Bobby, got a show us from Canada. We've got a good selection of people on tonight. Werner, you're from Holland. It's good to see you all here. It really is. And all I can say to all of you that are here this evening is that this evening we're going to talk about various aspects of our company and how it came about and what's it really all about. Well, a lot of people say to me, well, Paul, okay, it's all right for you because, you know, you've got all the spill, you've got the knowledge, you've got the background, you've got everything. But once I had to get started, and when I first got started in those early days, I found it very difficult. And I must say, because I entered an industry which I really had no knowledge about, and I saw these people who were having huge success, and I soon realised that there was a reason why they were getting this success. And this is really the reason we built TAN. TAN's been built all around the success that I've had myself and what I've experienced working with other companies. And when you can found a company on success, it means that everybody that joins that company has the same chance of success because, you know, we've got the badge, we've got the t-shirt, and we know what's required to make a company actually work. Now, one of the main problems that most companies have is they don't actually set out what I call their pay structures in a comprehensive way where they'll actually really, really work. And I was looking at a pay plan only yesterday, and I was in shock horror. And it's a matrix plan, a little bit different to ours. It's 5 wide and 5 deep. But the point is that it's a one-time payment plan. And that means when your salary drops into that position within that matrix, you're only going to get paid once. Whereas with our plan, because we charge a monthly fee, a subscription for our products and services, means we can split that commission up and pay it through the multiple levels within our matrix, month after month after month, as long as that person stays active. Now, this is really, really important because a lot of people don't know the difference between what we call a one-time only pay plan and what we call a residual income pay plan, and there's huge differences. I mean, there are significant differences, and it's like day and night. Now, if you pay once, that means you can only get paid once. Now, that company might turn around and say, well, we're going to do that once a year. Well, what we would. So I introduce somebody into that company, and I get paid once, and I go wait another 12 months before I get paid again. Now, which would you rather do? Get into a program where you did the work once and got paid time after time after time, and again and again and again on that person you introduced into the business, and likewise they receive the same sort of commissions that when they introduce people, or would you rather be a paid plan that just pays you once? Okay? And think about that. So, the question is quite simple, because when I introduced into network marketing, I was fed down this road of what we call reproductive residual income. And as I say, there's a huge difference between residual income and one-time only pay plans. Now, to say that, our TAM Banner program is a one-time only feeder program, which does pay just once. But because the way it's been designed and engineered, it has this ability to what we call give pass-up sales. And you've only got to speak to Steve Sexton today, and Steve's had several pass-up sales. And I had a little message from Steve just earlier on this evening. He said, boy, I just love these pass-up commissions, because he's done the job once. People are now out there working, duplicating his efforts, and therefore he's benefiting from what we call pass-up sales. But the point is this, is that plan is only any good as long as people carry on working, or you yourself carry on working, so you can generate those commissions. Now, that would be like a normal job. But heaven forbid, you get into a matrix plan, and you only actually ever pay once, and then wait for another year, and that person stays in, and you get paid the second time. So, we've got to understand that there's an awful lot of pay structures and pay schemes out there, and so many vary from one to another. And so what I was taught when I got into my very first proper company, and I got sort of established and said, I'm going to actually do this, the guy said to me, and he was making 30k a month, and this was back in the 1990s, he said, Paul, look, he says, what you've got to do is you've got to understand the pay plan. If you don't understand the pay plan, it's never going to work, because how can you explain it to others? And so this is really, really important, because I think an awful lot of people get sold on network marketing, on other people's aspirations, okay? And I think an awful lot of people get sucked into deals without really understanding what they're getting sucked into. And so it's critical that everybody understands exactly how the pay systems work and how the pay structures work for the particular company you're getting involved in. Now, my point is this. If you're in a business, and you're in a business like TAN, then you're in a good business, because we've sat down and we've looked at all the pros and cons, we've looked at all the negatives, we've looked at all the positives. And what we did is we put all the negatives to one side and put all the positives on board. So what it means is that you can go out of this sort of, out tomorrow market this business, knowing in your heart you've joined the right company, because we didn't want to do a company that didn't effectively work properly. Okay? Now, we could have had our business completely different to how it is now, but it's been designed so it works perfectly. And I cannot stress how important that is. And so we put this program on the front end that we call TAN Banners. Now, I'm not sure if anybody knows, but we're starting to get a few people starting to join the business. TAN Banners now is just about 4 months old, and it's really a brand new program, but it's been effectively what we call pre-launch, and we've just been kind of fettling it, working it to get it perfected. I mean, the pay plan was there, we designed a pay plan, but you might notice the website's changed a little bit, and there's quite a few little tweaks going on with TAN Banners. We're now going to take TAN Banners to the same level of professionalism as what the TAN Marketing main website is. So you're going to have a very sophisticated, good-looking website which does its job. And what its job is displaying banners, and it does it really effectively. Now, the beautiful thing about the TAN Banner program is that it's a commercial product. Now, I don't know anybody out there that wouldn't want their website exposed to network marketers. Now, what I mean by that is network marketers are a different type of person than your average customer. Now, if you've got a website, perhaps it's selling nice cars or nice houses, well, what do network marketers want to do? They want to make a lot of money so they can have nice houses and drive nice cars. And so the right sort of websites can be promoted on our TAN Banners platform and get huge interest. So this makes it a very commercial type of product. I mean, you might be into quality quality clothing, you might be into jewelry, you might have a jewelry business. Whatever kind of business you've got that's selling on the internet, then you won't want to get traffic to that website. Now just think about this. Every day we're getting literally thousands and thousands of impressions on those banners. Yesterday we had in excess of 100,000 impressions on tan banners alone, just 100,000 in one day. Now I know an awful lot of people saw those banners, and that means they clicked on, some of those people clicked on those banners, and if they liked what they saw, they could well have become a customer for that person's banner. That's what you're actually selling. When you understand the value that we've actually put into this banner package of 15 banners for life for $385, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculously cheap. Now you compare it with pay-per-click, and it's just incredible value. All we're going to charge is just $10 a month. Now think about that, okay? So our customers that we've got out there is just about everybody. Now what's actually going to start to happen is soon we're going to go to 1 million clicks a day. We did 100,000. We've only got to grow 10 times what we are now. We're going to hit 1 million impressions, 1 million impressions a day. And that's 1 million impressions. Now who wants to have their banner and their traffic targeted to their website? And that's just about everybody. So what we've got here is a snowball effect, and what's going to start to happen as Tan Banners starts to go viral, it's going to gain more and more interest, and more people who want to put their banners onto our platform. Why? Because we get the visitors to our website, and that's what's so important. Now, the beautiful thing is the very visitors that are coming to our website are networkers, because it's the networkers that are driving it, because they're driving Tan Banners because they want to earn money. As Steve Sexton said to me tonight, he just loves those pass-up sales. In Troy the other night, Sunday night, and I think he got one quad pack, on Sunday night. I mean, this is phenomenal. On a Sunday night, and it's $345. Who wants to be in a business like that? And we are now getting testimony after testimony after testimony of people that start to earn money from Tan Banners. Now, what's that going to do? That's going to draw more and more people to the banner site, because more and more people will earn money. Therefore, more and more people are going to see the traffic, see the banners that have been generated and promoted on our platform. And this is what the value behind the product is, behind the service is. It's huge. And I think once people start to understand what's actually going to happen, and this system's going to go viral. Now, to top all of that, as I said to you last week, we're going to put Norman on the front end. And Norman's going to be the funnel marketing system that's going to go on the front end of Tan Banners, which is then going to help everybody build their business. And Norman's going to be coming out real soon. We've done a little bit of a justification on him. He's had a little bit of a slimming down. He's been just changed a little bit because we want to be able to get him into 3D so we can do some animations and some storyboards with him. We're going to do an awful lot with Norman, and you can see an awful lot of Norman all around the internet. But what Norman's going to be doing is taking everybody down a journey or through a journey into Tan Banners. Now, when you're in Tan Banners, the earning potential in Tan Banners is completely unlimited. And this is what's so exciting. It's not one of these things where you're just going to get paid once a year. You're going to get paid for the amount of work you do. Now, this is really, really, really important, because the more work you do, the more money you're going to make. And I can't stress how important this is. So if you want to make $20 on a sale, well, you'll make $345 a sale. It's there for you. And this is what's so important. And the beautiful thing is we pay those commissions every week. So this is really, really good news for everybody. It's going to give you plenty of cash so that you can work what we call your Tan marketing business. Now, Norman, he's going to be on the front end of Tan Banners, and everybody's going to come through the Norman site. Now, you follow your sponsor through Tan Banners, and then you connect the advertising net business up with your Tan Banner site. And what actually happens is the people you introduce follow your link through into the matrix. And I cannot stress how important this is. Now, our matrix is a 4 wide. It's not 5 wide. It's not 3 wide, it's 4 wide. And this is really important because in Tan Banners, to get qualified, you need 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. In Tan marketing, you need 1, 2, 3, 4 legs. Now, the reason we've done that is because the whole thing works like a hand in a glove. The whole thing just links up and it's been perfected. So what it basically means is you can get into Tan Banners, make your buy package, get yourself up into the quad pack as soon as you physically possibly can, because that's where the money is, and then that is it, job done. Now, as long as you bring in your first person, when you bring your first person, you're going to get paid on whatever level they are to whatever level you are. So obviously if you're at quad level, you're going to pick up all the commissions that are available. But if you're only at, say, a $20 level, a single level, then all you're going to pick up is $20. As you go up through the plan, you get yourself up to the top pack level and get upgrade at any time as you go through the system. But you want to get up to quad as quickly as you possibly can, because that's where you want to be. And Steve and Troy and the guys that are all working this business at the quad pack level will tell you there's a huge amount of difference between $20 and $345 when you get those commissions coming into your back office. And obviously we'll be paying you those commissions, because that's what we want to do. We want to put as much cash as we possibly can into your back wallet. Now the beautiful thing about this is that once you're earning money out of the banner program, then that covers all the monthly running costs. And this is what's so important. We earn all the monthly running costs of running your TAN marketing business. Now you talk to Steve Sexton, and Steve will tell you straight that he's now generating daily commissions either from his own sales or from pass-up sales coming up to him, which is generating him enough cash. And Troy will tell you exactly the same as well. And I know Bentley's another person that's earning a lot of money out of TAN banners. These guys are earning money, okay? And so they've got more than enough money to cover their subscriptions into their Matrix program. And this basically means that the Matrix money that you're generating out of your Matrix every month is like a freebie. And that is what's so exciting. And that's why we built our business like this. So we put on what we call, one-time only commissions on the front end there with TAN banners, and then we put it into the Matrix plan where you're going to earn these residuals of month after month after month money coming in. And I cannot stress how important that is. Now, the next thing I want to touch on, and this is probably the most important thing out of the whole of this webinar tonight. I've been around this industry for 23 years full time. Made a lot of money, and I've helped a lot of people make a lot of money out of network marketing. And a lot of people say to me, Paul, well, how'd you do it? Well, the way you do it is you lead by example. Now, all the guys that are making money out of our business have learned that they've got to build their own group. Okay? Now, I cannot stress how important this is. You've got your own business, therefore you've got to create your own group. Okay? But you might be in somebody's group already, and that's great, because that's what it's all about. It's all about groups being in within groups, groups being within groups, because ultimately, you're all in the company system. Okay? So ultimately, the company's just got one matrix. And this is why I get webinars twice a week, because it's not just to help one person or this person, it's to help everybody within the team. So our matrix, you're part of our matrix, we all work together. And this is what's so important. So you've got to create your own organisation within your upline's organisation. And this is what we call duplication. Now, for example, I know that the people who are working their business are working it on TAN banners, bringing the people in through TAN banners, and that's a nice soft sell. It's a really, really soft sell. And then they're introducing you into the matrix. Now, the key to it is going wide. So the more people you sponsor in the TAN banners, the more people are going to follow you through into your matrix. And that's your business. The matrix is your organisation. As I said, it's your business, not our business. It's not the company's business, it's your business. Therefore, you've got to build it as you want it built. And what you'll find is by teaching duplication and teaching people to go out sponsoring people, that's what's going to build this business, okay? And we've built this whole thing around a very, very important culture. And I cannot stress how important this is. And this has been the success that I've had for years and years and years. And I learned this when I first got started. It's about people helping people. Now, I would say the more people you help, the bigger you build your business. And somebody said to me a question the other day, they said, well, I don't know how many people in my business. And I said, well, that's a good place to be. Because when you can't count the numbers of people in your organisation, you know you've got a big business. And that's how you've got to look at this. So as you start sponsoring people and bringing people through TAN banners and into the matrix, you'll find that your ability to have success in our business is your ability to help other people duplicate, and you build this team. Then what actually happens is then you start getting into a situation where I am right now, where I don't own a cell phone. And there's a really good reason for that. Because if I owned a cell phone, I literally wouldn't have a life. Now, a lot of you know that I speak to you on the phone, and I ring you guys many times, and most people know if they ring me, I'm at the end of the phone, or Fiona will pick the phone up, but we're normally around. Now, if we're in the house, and the phone rings, I pick it up, right? But when I leave the house, and I get in my car, I'm not contactable yet. People can't get at me. And that's what I But as soon as I remove myself out of my work environment, go out the front door and go and do what I want to do outside, I know that I've switched off from work. And that's the sole reason I don't have a mobile phone. And a lot of people say to me, well, Paul, that's crazy. How do you run a business like that? Well, it's very easy. Because when I'm in the office, I'm in the office. And when I'm out of the office, I'm out of the office. And you guys have got to think like this. You've got to start thinking like a businessman. You've got to start thinking, how do you want to run your business? How do you want to run your life? And what I advise you to do is get yourself structured right so that your people know when it's a good time to call you and when it's not a good time to call you. And so you can start creating this team environment where people are all working together. So, I mean, Jim and David know that first thing in the morning, I'm not around till about 10 o'clock. So I get up, have breakfast, and go and walk the dogs for an hour. And then I come in and I'm at work. And again in the afternoon, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I go take the dogs for a walk in the afternoon, and I have about 3/4 of an hour off then. And so those are my two times when I'm not around. But it gives me time to think. And what you've got to do when you're building a business, you've got to start expressing this with other people. Now, just the other day, I was talking to a guy, and he was talking to me about what he does to sort of effectively, get away from the office. And he goes on out on his bike. And what he does, he literally goes out on his bike for a couple of hours. And of course, he says, I don't have my phone. He says, I leave my phone in the office, and I'm out on the bike doing what I want to do when I want to do it. And this is what you've got to teach people, because what people want is, when they get involved in this industry, they want to know, well, what's it like running an organisation? Well, how do you run an organisation? How do you do this? How do you do that? And you're going to lead by example. If they see you change to your computer, change to your phone, and are available 24/7 on a mobile phone, you're going to find that not only too interested in having a job like that, because not too many people want to be involved in that kind of business, that kind of thing where, everybody's, shooting at you all the time, because people need to have the time on and time off. Now, the reason I'm telling you this, guys, is because it's so important we get everybody understanding exactly what they're in. Because this industry is all about, at the end of the day, duplication. And so it's good to duplicate good habits with the people you introduce into your business. Now, the point about all this is that at the end of the day, when you get your business put together and you start to structure your organisation, you need to get everybody singing from the same hymn sheet, okay? So you get everybody doing what you do. And that's how you duplicate and create a team build. And it's so easy to do, but you've got to start off with you, and then you introduce one person, duplicate with that person, introduce your second person, then your third, then your fourth, your fifth, your sixth. And start putting a team of people together you personally introduce, and then they start plugging into you, you plug into them, and very quickly you've got an organisation of 40 or 50 people. Now, I cannot stress how exciting that is, because once you start that duplication process start to build within your organisation, all of a sudden, the young man that brought you in, he knows he's completely duplicated with you. And you're now effectively a duplication of what he's effectively shared with you, which is obviously the business that you're in. And that's the key to this. So you get yourself duplicated on 1, 2, 3, 4 different legs. And as soon as you've done that, guys, your job is effectively done. Because then what you do, then you get into what I call the next phase of the business, which is then starting to organise and effectively live your life, okay? And that's how you do it. So this business can be very easily managed with a bit of work in the early days. So you do the work, and then you start creating the duplication, and then you can start taking it easy. It's a little bit like I do. I make sure I have those 2 times a day when I'm out, and then to say, if we won't just go out for lunch, me and Fiona, we're going to go out in the evening, we can just literally just switch off, and everybody that knows that works around me knows that that's how I operate. So I'm not in this crazy situation where I'm effectively working a business 24/7, and that is really, really some important stuff there. I was giving you a bit of what I call management information there on this webinar, because I want to get everybody understand what this is really all about. Because once you've got your business working properly, you start to earn these 4, 5, and 6-figure incomes that are available with TAN marketing. You're going to realise that there's a huge responsibility that comes with that. The fact that you know you earn that money because you've duplicated with your people. And so what you've got to do is you've got to lead by example. And that's really the key to the whole of this business. So what I want to do is wrap this webinar up. We've been on for 25 minutes. I've yapped on quite a bit. But I really want to get everybody understanding what they're in, okay? This is so important that everybody understands exactly what you're in. You're You're in the front-end feeder program, which is called Town Banners, which then helps people generate money. They then take that profit from that business and move into the advertising net, where they can team build and build these big organisations where you can start generating very sizable incomes from our residual income pay plan. And that's what I love about our business. And with that, what I'd like to do is wish you all good night. We're going to be on Thursday night, and on Thursday night I should have some more news about Norman, and how far Norman's coming along. But I can assure you that he's looking good, and he's going to be on our system, sharing with everybody his success real soon. So with that, I'd like to wish you well, and see you on Thursday night at 11 p.m. GMT, and that will be 6 p.m. Eastern for those guys in America across the pond there. So with that, I'd like to wish you well, and I hope everybody's having a great time. And again, thanks for being here tonight. And some of you guys, I tell you, I know you're getting excited because I've seen what's been going on in the organisations. It's just so much fun to see these businesses build. So with that, I wish you all good night. Good night, everybody.